Hello, here for another Pauper video. Uh, at the end of my last video, I said I would probably play Flickertron next, but I'm a big fat liar. Uh, I I'm having too much fun with eggs, and I had an idea that I really wanted to try. So as you can see from the list on here, if you've been watching my past videos, pretty big change. There is no compulsive research, and there are 4 copies of Malevolent Rumble. So there's some further changes, which I'll go over here. But first, I want to go over why Rumble over compulsive research. I want more keepable hands to be aggressive with. Keep these hands, more keepable sevens, less moles to 5, ideally, and less kind of stumbling right out of the gate because the format's really fast right now. So the first 3-4 turns of the match are the most critical. There's some trade-offs, which I'll go over once I finish going over all the card changes. So what I actually did was cut the 4 compulsive researches, um, as well as cut. Gosh, what did I cut? Oh my goodness, let me pull up an old list here. Also, the bird is awake, so I apologize if he's loud. Okay, I've got it up here. So we cut 4 compulsive researches. We cut the Weather the Storms from the main deck. That is a total of 7 cards. What else did we cut? I also cut Scattershot, which is card number 8. Then I believe that is it. Yeah. Right, so we cut 8 cards for +4 Malevolent Rumble, +1 Finger Marauder, +1 Deep Analysis, +1 Foundry Inspector, +1 Chromatic Sphere. Um, so 8 cards is a pretty big change. I'll kind of go over them one by one. So first, why am I back on Inspector when I had just finished cutting it? If I'm on Rumble, I make myself a little bit more vulnerable to getting hate on my stuff. Um, so I really just want to be able to kill in one turn with Erasure rather than passing the turn a couple times. It's a little bit more important when Rumble is exposing myself. A lot of the choices are because of Rumble. Um, why did I cut Weather the Storm and bring in Fangren, another Fangren? Because Rumble. Weather the Storm's a little bit worse when you're milling it, and I want to be able to grab my life gain off Rumble. I do have less total life gain, but I'm hoping with these aggressive keeps, I'm going to be able to dig deeper into a Fangren a lot quicker. Um, +1 deep analysis because it gets milled with Rumble compared to compulsive. I do still want card draw. Ideally, I've got ornament and analysis, so I'm not going to be missing the fact that compulsive gives me up on cards in hand. While Rumble is technically a 1-for-1, but I'm hoping with all the value and everything else I have, it still works out like that. It does dig deeper into my deck, so when cards in hand is less, but the actual distance through my deck when I want to draw everything is up. The trade-offs for these changes are I'm much more vulnerable to hate, graveyard hate specifically, as well as just opponents who hold on to all their counters to try and stop me in the combo turn because I'm milling over combo pieces, so I might have less total on the final turn, as well as milling them, and they can be exposed to graveyard hate, frantic salvage in particular, because I can't even grab it off Rumble if I'm worried about that. But ultimately, I think the speed and hopefully consistency from this is going to be worth it all. And we'll find out this league. This is why I'm doing this in a league rather than in a challenge. But I'm having a lot of fun playing eggs, despite how salty I got last time. I did still have fun. Um, the video for the challenge is actually uploading as I'm recording this. Gonna get into it. Also, the +1 sphere just because I want more colors to get off on a Rumble. Like it could be a 4th analysis, it could be a Weather the Storm or something. I did cut the Storm entirely, the scatter shot. Don't think I need removal as badly right now. I mean, originally Scattershot was in there when Fairies was popular and the matchups were a bit grindier where you're expecting some counters on your life gain and stuff, so you wanted to be able to remove their board. But right now, there aren't a whole lot of matchups where I can think of that I value having a card that doesn't get off Rumble that's so restrictive that I want to be playing it. And I think most matchups you can just win by either comboing faster or gaining a bunch of life. So Buddy, my bird, is making a feature. Try to record most of my videos when he's asleep. I'm not going to keep one land rebels though. Maybe if it had a candy trail, I'd keep this. Oh boy. Remember when I said I'd mill to 5 less? I lied. Okay, we'll keep this pretty happily. I'm running Grumble over something like Ancient Stirrings. Elves is a terrible matchup for us, by the way. I'm gonna lead on Sphere. Purely because it mills compared to just grab one. Ultimately, I do want to draw through my entire deck. Ooh. Alright, well, next turn I get to go land map. Probably play a refractor or something, and then I can just chump and sacrifice this. Or, yeah, land map trail or something, or land map sphere, because I want to get better scries, and I know I'm sacking map, I guess. There's the Avenging Hunter. We are down 2 Fangrins in our deck, so finding the other 2 is going to be pretty important. The next step of this hand. So we go map here, and then I will just grab Sphere. And if he attacks with any of these guys, I can just block and sack. Doesn't work against the trample guy, but it does work against the 1/1s. This is a matchup where I'm not too concerned about Graveyard Hate game 1, so I will pretty aggressively put my Fangrins back in. There's a Timberwatch. He's got a really scary board. In a lot of trouble. And this is why I kept you. We can block here and get Tron. And it's only 1 life, but every point counts. We're super dead on board. Don't like my chances. God. Alright. Yeah, put me down a card as well. Gaining 3 even help. That's 11 right there. Plus the 5. It does not. I think I'm actually just dead on board unless I hit another candy trail specifically. Sucks. Yeah, we're just dead. This is why Elves is such a bad matchup. They kill you by a lot, so just gaining a little bit of extra life is never enough. Got Mass Vandal too. He got me. Alright, Breath Weapon him. I do like Weather the Storm as well. Probably cut like 1 analysis. Bonder's Ornament feels pretty mediocre in the face of all the artifact destruction they run. Oh, that's 61. Wait. 61. Crap. I don't know what else I want to cut. I don't want to cut Inspector. I need to kill in 1 turn. Maybe just 1 Weather. I don't need that many copies. Oh, I meant to go back on Spellbomb. Relic is a little less good when I'm milling myself. Oops. Yeah. Can't keep more hands when none of them have any lands in them. We'll keep this. Get rid of Conjurer's Bauble. I have a decent amount of outs to hit here. There's a chance I just never see them, but there we go. All right, we're good. If he goes generous ends into specifically the artifact hit here, I will actually lose it. Are you fucking kidding me, man? Okay. They don't even have that many copies. Good grief, dude. Guess he gets me. Alright, what else do you have? Pretty rare they have the Vandal hate that quick, because they have to have specifically generous ends. I wasn't going to respect it. I don't think you ever do either. You just get God if they have it, and you tilt. Crop rotation is great. Crop rotate you. Power plant, and then I think I'm just going to analysis. And go Refractor plus Sphere here, I think. Put up for next turn. I mean, we got there on Tron. He doesn't have any of his extreme pressure cards yet, so it's pretty chill. Venging Hunter is about as good as it gets, but it's still not enough. We're going to have the Fangren, which is pretty huge. If he has a Lignify, he has a Lignify, and we get God, I guess. Go green, Marauder. Go Rumble. Air Supplies is the best one there. We can go Conjurer's Bauble. Let's put a Rumble back in our deck. Be aggressive with it. And yeah, I'll just crack you for a Candy Trail to put it on the board and get this guys in. There's another Fangren. That's pretty awesome. The bird's very loud. I'm sorry. I don't think I want Weather. I'll take the other Fangren, though. The Avenging Hunters aren't as bad because all I need to do is go off on Fangrens. Whoa. This screams of Vines of Vastwood. I'll respect it. Surprised he kept Vines in post board. Timberwatch Elf is extremely scary. Of course you have the... I was about to say, he doesn't have Timberwatch, so we're not actually under that much pressure. I'm going to attack him for 5. Get a basic, so that's pretty cool. We'll play it. Finger number 2. There's Breath Weapon, but it might be too late now. Let's just crack Candy Trail, gain 10 life here. So he's got 6 elves on the field. I'm just trying to determine if I need to block. So 6 elves, that is 12 damage, 29, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 34. I have to block here, and he might just kill me anyways, which is ridiculous. Can't believe his last two cards were Timberwatch Quarian. Okay, he misplayed. We're good. We survive. I mean, I lose my Fangren, but I get to live another turn, which is good enough because I have this Inspector combo. Did I do the math wrong? Would have been 7 lower. I probably did. 12, 19. I guess I did do the math wrong. I'm going to attack, and then what we get to do is, as soon as he goes for this Timberwatch line, I get to wipe the board. This works as well. I get to kill his Avenging Hunter. I'm going to cut Candy Trail first, though. Make sure I'm at a more comfortable life. Oh, it's a dragon! Okay. I'm not playing my best here. It's a great draw. Cycle the Karst here. Buddy, look. Top deck Vandal for my Inspector? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess since I'm gonna have to kill without the infinite, we'll do it like that. And then I do want to get a spare supplies back because it's plus cards. Stars are all good. Baubles, spears are fine. They're all +1. Basically 1 mana for 5 life, and then we'll put the Candy Trail at the bottom. Go Trail. All the spheres and stars. And then we'll go Bauble Bauble. That. Right, what you got? Avenging Hunter number 2? Sure. These aren't enough of a threat. I got the Timberwatch, so I should be fine. Can't believe I misplayed by attacking the Fangren into the Avenging Hunter. I'd think he would go for Timberwatch, I guess, is why I misplayed like that. 2 Vandals down is pretty nice, though, because I'm not going to be able to infinite now that he top decked the Vandal. I think it was still worth playing the Inspector out. I was kind of far behind, so I needed to. Just a Hydra, sure. I take, what, 12 a turn? I gain more than that by quite a lot. Alright, we'll go Bobble. Frantic. Fangren. Supplies. 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 Oh, there's the erasure. Yeah, we can rumble away that land next turn. It's fine. This breath weapon does nothing. Unfortunately, if he has another Mass Vandal, we're in for the long ride. I don't lose if he answers the erasure, but I sure am sad about it. Right, let's get rid of that land on top first. The Fangren is great. And then we'll go Sphere, Blue, Erasure, Star, Star, Land, Mac for 5. Excuse me. So like I said, even if he does have Mass Vandal number 3 here, we're still sitting fairly pretty. Because I can just continue to stack my deck with other stuff until he draws out of his deck. And I potentially one with Fangrens and force him to stop attacking me. He's still attacking me. Let's see, that's 14, 20 something. Sure, whatever. I'm at 8. Let's draw some cards. In fact, I might just end step Breath Weapon him here. Nah. I think it's going to be faster to deck him and wait in case he has something a little bit more problematic. I don't think it's about his life total, because I'm never going to get enough with him having all this over here. You can just decide to stop attacking at any point. Let's go crop rotation here. I don't actually know if there's any lands left in my deck, but if I lose a forest, whatever, who cares? There's one, which means this other crop rotation's dead. Good to know. Yeah, I might as well at this point. Our deck's practically empty. Puts you pretty low. I do like the idea of pressuring you a little bit more. Oh, that's even better. Surprised he didn't chump with the Vandal there. And I'll take it. We still have more Fangrens in our deck. In fact, 2 of them. So I want to draw them before I set up this Frantic Salvage. Well, this works too. I don't need the fourth Fangren. Anti Trail's a pain in the butt to use, so I'm not going to go for it. This protects me from any random hate. Order does not matter right now. I don't care enough. I don't think he has Graveyard Hate. I think he's all in on killing before that matters. He had some very, very timely Masked Vandals. Get to keep playing. I mean, if he does hit the hate for my Jace's Erasure, all we have to do is continue stacking our deck. I believe his last cards were Korean Timberwatch. That caught me pretty off guard. I thought I was so safe. Now you can get your Undercity back, draw a card. Make my life easier. Sure. Are you trying to time me out? Kind of a dick move. Odd timing to do that. I know, buddy, you want some attention, huh? I'll take a moment after this game while we're sideboarding to what's in his cage. Buddy. Okay. Play them all out real quick and then we'll start sacrificing. Crack you, and then we can draw the 6 cards, and then we can set up our deck a little bit better. Buddy, that's enough. Calm down. Okay. This is gonna take a while. The trigger stacking. I'm not playing very quickly because he does have Fairy Macaques. I thought he might. Not much to be done about it. Buddy! I know you want in your cage. Okay. Yeah. So I gotta play around Fairy Macabre, so I can't just loot these baubles as nice as it would be to spam them. I'm gonna respect the Macabre here. I'll go for him next turn, probably. Just do something like that. We can deck him then. And I'm gonna go ahead and mute the audio while my bird loses his mind here. Very Macabre does not break us up at this point in time. All right. Buddy is now in another room with his toys. So from our opponent, we saw 6/8 cards, 3 artifact, 3 macabre. Easy to fight through all of that. I don't think I'm going to respect it anymore. Whether the storm still feels like the worst, might just be better to run another deep analysis and go all in on the Fangrins. Run a temporal intervention. It's probably still fine to do that. Still feel like a dog to elves. They can just nut draw you. Their nut draw is really, really good. It's so close to a keep. Significantly better. We'll get rid of conjures. We'll get rid of deep analysis, actually. I want as many sackable artifacts as possible. So if our opponent has the nut draw of exactly Generous Sent into Artifact Hate, we do have a backup this time. Probably the worst draw I could have gotten. Can't imagine a card I want to see less than Jace's Erasure here. Wow, they have it twice. Aren't they only on like 2 ends these days, or is it the full 4? Oh, he doesn't have it. That's a lot more reassuring. He's on Lignify, we get a little gut, but I think I still go for the turn 3 Fangren. Just a little too good. Yeah, I'm going for it. We saw 0 in the last game. He might have brought him in for game 3, but make him have it. I feel like it's far more likely. What in the hell is that? Okay. I guess he did bring in removal. I've been got. And we'll rumble. And he had removal. Not only did he bring it in, he drew it. Let's go spare supplies. Conjures, Bauble, put a Fangren back into my deck. Just pass. More than likely, I'm going to go for some blue mana here. I'll shuffle first thing, just to make sure I've got max Fangren chances. Fangren still did a pretty good job at buys a turn, because he has to kill it rather than develop the Avenging Hunter, but I didn't think of the odds of him having it were very high. And he's got mana, so if he has a Hydra, we're in trouble. Ooh, that's a very nice draw, because we can just grab Conduit Pylons here. That's my shuffle. Get the Surveil at the graveyard. I kind of want to dig deep, so let's start with analysis. Weather's pretty great. Fair supplies. Handy trail. Bottom, top. Green. Spell. Spell. Weather. If he has Hydra, it's still pretty bad. I was really hoping to hit a breath weapon here. We are pretty deep into our deck, but we didn't, so have to manage with what we have. Goes for the Scry too, not going into trap at all. 2 on top. Like a Hydra. Alright, as good as it gets for him. Put on the Hunter. That is his best draw here by quite a lot. Alright. Start here. I would really like to draw anything. If he has another Hydra, we're dead. That might save us. Have I played a land yet? I have not. Which means it definitely saves us for a turn. He might have another removal spell, but we're still be okay. I get to go green. Into probably not. I think I just continued to do this. Green. Just to gain more life. Block is a problem. 8 minutes. Arena's not that bad. I mean, yeah, it kills a Fangren, but he's done his job. And that means he's probably not attacking with his Avenging Hunter unless he has a Quarian off the top. Which means it's gained another 15 life at minimum. Generous end. That's fine. We have another Fangren, and then we get to sacrifice 2 artifacts. This. What could you possibly have that's green? Okay. I guess he wanted to sacrifice his food token, but why? Continue to get towers still. Alright, you can eat my Fangren. That's fine. He's done his job. Right now, my biggest concern is time, but feeling pretty good overall. That's a fantastic draw. Might be a little late. Vandal's pretty scary. If he goes after my supplies, maybe. But I'm probably going to make sure we're not vulnerable after this turn. So if he wants to, sure. If he doesn't, sure. Looks like he's holding on to it. We'll just take... Ooh, not even the 20, just the 15. Sure. Alright. My hate cards would be a great draw right now. We're going to start with Deep Analysis. I don't know if I want to rumble this far into my deck when my opponent might have some hate. Yeah, that's still pretty good. Go for it. Okay. Not vulnerable to anything from Throne. Probably grab the Timberwatch here if I had to guess. Maybe another Hunter Quarian. Yeah, that makes sense. Didn't see it there. Okay, I can rumble now that I've got the double bobble on the table. Wow, he has another Hydra? Alright, he's put up a good fight. We're not dead. Pretty spooky though. Means I gotta dig hard. Also means he has no graveyard hate in his hand. How is this such a scary deck, man? How big are you? 39? Jeez. 54 plus 9. Is that lethal? 39, 40, 54 plus 9? 63? Are you... Oh my god, I've got a chump. I have to win this next turn then. Wow. Didn't think you'd get even close, but here we are. Okay. Lead with Rumble. Fangren. I gotta gain like 60 life, so he goes on the bottom. Okay. think what I'm gonna do is Erasure and start milling myself some. Fractor. I'm all in on milling myself right now. I gotta win in 6 minutes still. It should be enough time if I actually hit there. I don't think I'm guaranteed to. It's a pretty big draw. I think I get there then. Okay. Now, your deck is just Conjurer's Baubles. We got there. And I know the last card in his hand, so I don't need to respect the Fairy Macabre. I'm just gonna try and kill it as fast as possible. Close. His draw was not bad. His draw was actually pretty decent. A lot of damage. That's why I'm so scared of elves. We had Fangren out for several turns and we're at like 70 life and he still almost killed us. Really, really spooky. I think Rumble was significantly better than Deep Analysis, or not Deep Analysis, Compulsive Research this game. I think without Rumble, if I was on Compulsive, I would have lost. We have enough time. Looks like he might have cut the Fairy Macabres, which I agree with. I think cutting Macabre is fine here. Like, it's not enough to fight through my combo. He realized that. Mass Vandal hits enough things randomly throughout the game. It's okay. Like, I can hit a spare supplies and stuff, and it forces me to hold on to Erasure. I can hit Inspector if I play it out early. On the fight card, I do agree with bringing in. I was surprised I didn't see any game 2. Killing a Fangren is a great way to get me, because he's got consistent high damage. It's really hard for him to kill me. I've got a bunch of Fangrens on the table, but if he kills one, even if I gain 20 life off it, that's not that big of a deal. I need to gain a lot more life, so the kill card I think is pretty reasonable to run. Even if he really does only have 8 cards that allow it to work. No, he's got Timberwatch as well. Never mind. I was thinking he only had Hydra to pump something up or the initiative guy. A lot of Fangren triggers slowed me down a lot, and I had to manually mill game 2, so I guess being low on time makes sense, but... And I was distracted by the bird. I think he was just upset that I was talking and not talking to him. I think he realized I wasn't paying attention to him. So he decided to throw a fit like the child he is. But it's alright, I got some toys that just came in today, I gave him. Beating elves is a great sign. I do think elves is a bad matchup. As far as aggro matchups, my tools just don't quite line up as well. Also for speed, what I'm doing here is I'm holding on to the yes button, which for me is bound to the 3 key, so that when that prompt for erasure comes up, it automatically triggers. Alright, we can get there. Ooh, 4 vandals. GG. Very close. That second Hydra was pretty rough. I thought I had the game in solid grasp, even with the Timberwatch on the table, and then you just hit Quarian into Hydra. That's spooky. Alright, so I really need to remember to cut this for Spellbomb. And then that does make my blue-black matchup a lot weaker because I can't really bring in Spellbomb. I can't sacrifice it consistently enough. But I think that's okay. Oh yeah, we're keeping this. I'd like you to stop showing up in my opening hands, man. A pretty good matchup for us overall. They do have some scary things they can do, but I think the matchup is mostly favored. Like Thraben Charm. It's pretty good against us. Oh, that's even better. I'll take it. And then I'll just put a stop on this end step and crack it then. There's nothing you can do sorcery speed about it. Have they always ran this? It seems okay in there, I guess. No other one drop. Very weak turn from our opponent. He has Thraben Charm, so I'm not gonna just run that out. I kind of just want to ornament draw a card. I do need to find a Fangren though. But I think I can draw a card this turn, then next turn start playing this stuff out. Zen's pretty reactive, so I gotta set up a Fangren pretty well. But that clue token just screams that I have nothing but creature removal, Thraben Charms, and Journey to Nowhere's in my hand. Oh, it untaps too. There's a Fangren, that's huge. Okay, I think I can get away with setting up for one more turn, especially with the Candy Trail. Double Fangren. Yeah. I guess I develop you a little bit then. He has the removal, sure. If he doesn't, great. Just gonna crack Candy Trail and pass. There's Thraben Charm, sure. Sure. Fleet on Rumble. Probably grab spare supplies. Terrible draw, but that's okay. Now I'm mildly concerned. Raven Charm number 2. We can put back a Fangren into our deck. Get another 5 life off of it. Crop rotate you. I'm leaning towards conduit pylons. I need to dig. Yeah, okay. 2 charms down. I will not crack this spawn because what we can do is we have enough mana to go Fangren and then have spawn plus like a land up. Spawn plus pylons that I can crack for spare supplies. This damage is pretty whatever. He has a 3rd answer to a 5/5. Sure. Is 4. Then I might be in trouble. Fangren. Go. He did have double Thraben Charm. He might have a 3rd. I think if I see a 3rd, it's safe to deploy the Erasure early. Not that it really does a whole lot here. Just helps me kill a little bit faster. Whoa! Triple Charm. Like the best card in the matchup. Okay. I've had 4 Fangrens, so I think I can let him have 3 charms. Pretty crazy, though. Wow. Doesn't even jam all. Great sign for us. I'm gonna draw off Ornament first. I don't want to play the Erasure out until I'm ready. There's just no reason to. Because I don't want to mill him. Because I might mill like Battle Screech and stuff. I don't want to mill myself because he's got another Thraben Charm in there and I'm gonna miss out on combo pieces. I want to make sure I have at least a couple. And if it's in my hand, I'd rather use it to draw cards. So we still have enough mana. If we draw Deep Analysis, I'd go for it. Could do double blue. Didn't hit it though, so color off the sphere does not really matter a whole lot. If he had another charm, he would have played it. So we're just gonna Cycle Conjures, Bobble and Bobble aggressively. I don't need more Fangrens anymore. Sure, I guess. Rid of that. I think I still want another Forest though. Doesn't matter what I grab anymore. I'm just trying to thin my deck out. Gain some life while I'm at it. Triple Thraben Charm. Spooky. So post board, ooh, he's got the Anthem. I will block Thraben Inspector because that is the best card for him to do the ninja guy with. Actually, no, I lied. It was the guy he just ninja'd. And I blocked the 1/2 rather than the 3/3 in case he had +2/+2 Anthem. Because this taps my guy down as well. That's fine. Whatever. Not too worried. Game's pretty over. I'll probably just draw off ornament times 2. Sure. Sure. Most board, I gotta be careful of dust to dust. Beyond that, I don't think there's a whole lot they change. I'll bring in the board wipes. Doesn't kill Leonardo or Darvel or Guy Fisher. Thank you. You reminded me the name of it. But overall, it's still fine. He probably picks up his interceptor here. Man, I really should have blocked it. Doesn't matter a whole lot. Wow, what'd you draw? You have charm number 4? That'd be crazy if they did. Might just be on his clue cracking plan. I want to draw you last. I don't want to play you out. Rumble's kind of awesome. Mill my analysis, get a Conjurer's Bauble. Ooh, man, that felt good. Should win next turn, so I can pretty safely just pass here, I think. A high enough life total. Well, I think I'm gonna draw here, and then I'll just play the other Rumble because that gets rid of the crop rotation out of my deck. I'll just take a Bauble. I don't need another Fangren anymore. And we can pass. Should be an easy win. Even if he has charm number 4. Not a whole lot he can do from here. Sure. Yeah. I'll just jump Leonardo. I'll keep my other spawn around for case there's any weird things that I need to save another turn for. Yeah, it's fine. It's also fine. Means he doesn't have the charm at all. I guess he could. I'd be surprised if he does. And there's nothing I can sacrifice with this spawn. I already have the mana for trail, so I'll just block and let it die. Alright, what you got? Sorry, my phone went off. All good. Okay, let's win the game. There is 0 way for him to break this up with 2 mana. Especially game 1. Go blue. Keep analysis. Flash it back. Erasure. Good job on the triple Thraben Charm. But, not enough. Oh, he stopped. There we go. My video finished uploading for the challenge. I think our opponent has the fourth Thraben Charm and they're trying to figure out how they can stop me. The answer is they can't. I would have to make a large mistake. Where is my bauble? There you are. Is he gonna go for it? He's gonna sit here for another 3 minutes. I suppose it's good to think these things through. He doesn't have experience in the matchup. There it is. I'm just gonna ensure we have cards in our deck. Doesn't really matter, actually. I'm just gonna do this. Grab our 2 baubles. Quad Thraben Charm, though. I mean, I don't think he could have gotten away with holding them all game, but if he had, I don't think I can beat Quad Charm game 1 if he just holds up all 4 on the combo turn. Alright, we need to target for that first Conjurer's Bauble. Actually, no, we don't. I want to draw that. Makes my combo easier. There we go. He is on Journey to Nowhere. Makes sense, makes sense. We'll bring in the 2 Breath Weapons and the 2 Weather the Storms. We'll cut like 1 Deep Analysis, and I don't know what else. I'll have to look through my stuff. Probably the Bonder's Ornament. I think post-board and aggro matchups are kind of mediocre in the first place, and if they're bringing a lot of hate in for it, I like to brick their hate. I'm lagging sometimes when I'm doing these clicks. more than comfortable on time, though. I think I just cut one deep analysis. I still think I want some number of copies because it just keeps your combo moving smoothly. And they've got enough interaction to my combo. I don't think I want to go 100% anti-aggro. In fact, I'm honestly kind of questioning whether I want Breath Weapon against them or not. They've got strands, and then they also have access to Guardian's Pledge and stuff. It's only okay. It doesn't kill half their creatures. Doesn't kill any of the important ones. I think I'm better off just focusing on my combo than bringing in a mediocre hate card. I really need to swap them back. If I can't even bring it in all these matchups, what's the point of running it over? Because if they were Scattershot, I'd bring them in. Oh, deck is empty. Yippee, we win. Okay. Weather in. -1 analysis. I don't know. Maybe -1 Rumble. No, Rumble feels really important. Might be -1 Sphere. Alright, I said I was going to cut Ornament. It does let me bring in one Temporal Intervention, which I kind of do like for Thraben Charm and stuff. I don't think Grudge is worth it. Sometimes I'll have more relics and stuff, but I don't know. We'll go with this. I think this is a keep. It's got the Fangren in it, which I feel is really important. I feel like this deck is good enough at finding Tron, especially with Rumble in it. Am I going to respect Dust to Dust? No. Digging for Tron is too important. If he has it, we're down 2 cards, whatever. If he doesn't, this is significantly better. And with double Fangren, I'm just going to slam. That's fine. I'm getting the 5 life. If he doesn't have a 1-drop here, that's more than worth it, because that hurts his development significantly. That's the 1-drop, so he can battle Screech me. That sucks a little bit. He's down on 2 in hand. I think I'm still going to jam this other Fangren. Risky as it might be. We'll see. Oh, Rumble's probably pretty good. Can't really play it this turn. Yeah, I'm just going to do it. I'll probably play out this Karst. Like, they can't have that many post board for only 4 creatures. Starts with the clue cracking. Love it. Yeah, we'll use that ability. Now he can't even attack. Right, let's crack as many artifacts as possible. Terrible draw. That's why we only run one win con. Yeah, conduit pylons. Expedition map is slightly tempting, but I want to grab the pylons with it, so it's a little awkward. Then we'll just crack these candy trails while it's getting good. And I do really want to develop a spare supplies to crack it next turn. Pylons. Graveyard. Candy trail. Yeah. Both of those seem pretty awesome. He's jamming. I'll block the informant. He doesn't have 3 mana up for pledge, so whatever it is fine. Yeah, Leonardo. Makes sense. Ingrid. Crack you. Play you and then pass, and I can crack you instant speed. Sure. I'll just chump Leonardo with my spawn. Just stop on the blocks. I can crack you. Double crop is terrible. I think on my upkeep. Let's get rid of these. Forest. Forest. Feed with Rumble. Conjurer's Bauble. Analyze. I'm just wanting to empty my deck out at this point so I can kill before he has a chance to draw more stuff. I will not play you out because I want to respect his hate. Conjurer's Bauble. I'll just pass. The spawns are pretty good too, just for throwing under the bus. I'm a fan. He almost definitely has Hero's Pledge, but I think I'm gonna eat it anyways. Nah, he wants to play it no matter what, so I might as well just do this. Guess he doesn't want to push the damage that badly. That's fine. I'm gonna draw a card instead. Sure. It's a great draw. Alright, we'll analyze ourselves. Tapped out, so bobble for bobble was fine and safe. Bobble. No way, does he have like Fairy Macabre or something? Dying to curiosity, I gotta find out. Oh. Fire off a temporal intervention. Okay. I just thought it was really weird how he just had priority there. Oh hey, finally, we can play that next turn. Feels pretty comfortable. Sure. I don't even think I block Leonardo here. Kind of just want the mana. Sure. I'll take 13 damage to gain +1 mana. I will play the Inspector out at this time. I think we are far enough into our deck. Close enough to winning. All right. You know what that last card is, so let's get it. And I am going to get back Temporal Intervention here. Just make sure the way is safe. Which it is. Figured it would be. Get you out. To win the game. Looks like he might make us go through it, but we've got 10.5 minutes, so feeling pretty cozy. Gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with the list so far. It feels sleek. I haven't really run into issues where I'm just out of cards and unable to continue my combo. I was mildly worried about that with this list, because that's why we were on compulsive in the past to play other stuff. I just need a little bit more card draw to keep the cards flowing. Okay, man. What are you doing? I have over 10 minutes, or I guess about 10 minutes now. You're not gonna time me out. Guess he's just hoping to trip me up. I don't know. Doesn't matter what I click though, because I've got salvage in hand. So yeah, it feels correct to not have the breath weapons against them. Better served just trying to kill quicker. Got so many hate cards for it, and it doesn't kill the important creatures. He's got strands and rally, and his creatures are naturally resistant to it. It's pretty much only good against the bird tokens. It does make the turtle weaker, but overall it still feels like not enough of a threat to want them. I really need to make them scatter shots, because I'd totally run a scatter shot over temporal intervention. That was hollow. Wow, he brought an anti-red hate, specifically. That might be a bit too far when you have so many other cards that are good in multiple scenarios. Like, I feel like Strand and Ramosian Rally are good enough. Hoping my play doesn't suffer too much. I do have a bit of a headache today. Oh, I'm sorry if I've made some really stupid plays. I'm not going to realize them like I usually do. It's a rainy day here. So that always give me a bit of a migraine. Definitely hurts my play. Dawnbringer Cleric. Probably not very good. I don't really think Dust to Dust is that good either against us, but seem to always see it. I guess if I keep in Bonder's Ornament, it's okay. You're gonna find a target, so it's not a dead card, but the cost of me cutting Bonder's Ornament isn't that high. It's pretty rare I get to draw more than like one, maybe two cards off of it in an aggro matchup. And the upside of cutting it is I just get to brick 4 cards in your deck, which is pretty awesome. Oh, he's out of cards. Yippee. Uno. Good stuff. I'm gonna find another opponent, then I'll get up and grab some water. He seems to be a bit slower today, but that's okay. I know I could technically edit all this stuff out, but I don't know. It's easier for me to just press record and go. Well, I have the time. I've considered cutting Golem Foundry. I am almost never bringing it in these days. I don't know what I'd do instead of it, though. Candy Trail, Map Rumble ×2. We'll try it. Just needs a land too, and it can kind of do pretty well. Basically, the only bad land would be Power Plant 2 would really suck. And Karst would honestly be fine. Then I go turn 2 Map Karst and turn 3 Rumble. And if I hit the land, I have the 2 mana for it to crack map for turn 4 Tron. And I could also miss. 3 cards for a land isn't guaranteed. It's pretty likely. Boggle. Whoa. Well, we're going to lose this game of Magic now. Boggle. Spicy. Oh, okay, we got there. Not the worst. Still a little worried. Boggles is fast sometimes. Depending on how many Ancestral Masks and Ethereal Armors they draw. That's a good sign. Could certainly be a lot worse. This is a matchup where, God, why do you always show up in my early hands where I can just play out my stuff pretty aggressively? Oh yeah, we're keeping that Fangren. I'll let the 1 mana go to waste because I'd really like to sacrifice it with the Fangren on the table. The Candy Trail. Alright, do you have the mask for +6 damage this turn? Doesn't have the mask, I really like my odds of winning this game. If he has the mask, I might just lose because I only have the 1 artifact to sacrifice right now. Ooh, yeah, mask is real deadly right now. Armadillo Cloak, Armadillo Cloak, Armadillo Cloak. Yes! Thought I tapped mine as well. My headache is getting worse. I might have to split this video up into 2. I think I'm gonna go for another Fangren here. Yeah. Then I just guarantee I survive a little longer. Oh, okay. Maybe I should have gone for something else. I don't really care about attacking him down. If he had Mask, he would have played it last turn. Now, you can obviously draw into it still. I had to guess his draw was Abundant Growth and Forest. Imperial Armor, sure. Be good, but not enough to kill me. Hey, he's in top deck mode. No artifacts? Fuck. Have to deep analysis then, right? Are you serious? What? Oh no! Seven takes 6. No, I can block slightly more. I've got the bonds. That is so unfortunate. Well, I thought this game was an easy win from here. You go to 1 HP. There we go. I can't really get this out this turn. And our opponent can still top deck something really good and win. No longer free. Especially if I just don't draw anything. Okay, we're good. We're good. Getting concerned. I'm actually going to play out these supplies first if I do that. Okay, I hit Candy Trail. I was going to say, and I don't hit a sackable artifact. I put myself in pretty easy lethal range. But we hit the stuff. Get tower number 4 here. And then I can pass and crack both spawns for an expedition map if I want to. There probably will. I think even if he has Ancestral Mask off the top where you live, a lot of lands. A lot of lands. Wow. But we do win now. Well, next turn we win. Sure. Oh, perfect. Rumble. Grab that last Conjurer's Bauble. Play Jace's Erasure. Grab our... Where are you? Way up, aren't you? Foundry Inspector. I can't believe I almost lost that game to no artifacts. I thought putting the Fangren in my hand would be a no-brainer because I'm way more likely to draw artifacts, and I just drew Fangren lands. Here's the mask. I was really spooked. Alright, we got there. Post board. I probably just want weather, like -1 analysis. -1 ornament. I want to go for the temporal intervention. Does Boggles run as Graveyard Hate and or anything? Do they even run any? Or are they just all in? Is there even a Boggles list I could pick up? Feels like I'm playing against a dinosaur. That's Flaring Pain. Yeah, that makes sense. Journey to Nowhere and Standard Bearer. They don't even run Artifact Hate. Maybe +1 Ornament, -1 Analysis though? Nah, we'll just do this. Whoa. I'll keep. Bizarre, but I think it's actually pretty decent. What in the world? I'm gonna do it. I get to play it and an expedition map next turn, and then I go crop rotation, grab the land, play the other map, and then bam, I've got Tron. Our opponent's missing land drops, so they can't have that much pressure. Love it. Alright. Sure. Get your 4/4. Go Tower, Bonder's Ornament. Gonna Rumble. Look for Fangren specifically. Good stuff. If he doesn't have Trample, this is gonna be the easiest jump block of my life. Oh, there's a land. Tap land. Wow. He probably has rank 4. Yeah, that's fine. I take 7. Double Fangren. I think his best draw is Land Mask. Oh, that's pretty good too. Makes me chump with the Fangren. I'd like a land drop, and then I'm gonna go for this Frantic Salvage. Here we go. Yeah, a little awkward, but I'll do it still. I don't see me blocking. If it's lethal, I'm dead anyways, so. Ancestral Mask is still pretty spooky. Double Armor is probably as good as it gets considering how awkward his start was. Oh yeah, he definitely has the masks in hand. I gotta speed up. Well, I might as well swing for 5 before I get. Cool. Let's bobble Fangren back in. Candy Trail. Don't really need that right now. I haven't hit my land drop yet, so I'll happily do this. Develop another trail. Vector is decent here. Ooh. I think I'm just gonna go for the analysis then. Sitting grumbling. Okay, hello. There's land 3, so the masks are coming. 29, geez. Five green. 3 green. Conjurer's Bauble for the immediate cantripping. I'll put Frantic Salvage back in my deck at this point. Unsure if another mask is enough. I'm a little worried right now. I'd be lying if I said I was feeling safe. 47's a lot of damage. I just drew another land. Okay. I'd rather draw a card than play Fangren 4, because, oh my goodness, we are drawing very poorly right now. Wow. Now I will play it out, because I have the mana for it. I'm just gonna weather. I'm pretty much guaranteed to empty my deck next turn. I want to ensure that I make it to that point in time. Save the Fragrance to chump with if I have to. Double Mass, double Ethereal Armor. Our opponent had everything but the third land. He had hit his land drops. We did not stand a chance. But he didn't, so here we are. Big chilling. Yeah, this is a free peek as to what is left in our deck. Oh yeah, we won. Cool. Okay. Draw a card. Bobble. Erasure. Got there. 3-0. I'm getting a worse and worse migraine, but I think I want to continue it out at 3-0. My play will get noticeably worse. I was considering playing in the Legacy Challenge later today at 5 p.m. I don't know if I will. If I do, I might not record it. I don't know. When I had started this video, that was my intention, was to play both, but with this migraine coming in, I don't know. Chinese notebook, the username. Oh my goodness. It's been so long. The prophesized turn 3 Tron without bending over backwards? And a 7-card hand? Forgot what it looked like. This hand's amazing, especially when opponent leads on turn 1 island. You do have to be a little careful. There are some things to be aware of. I have to be careful to not mill out my entire deck. And I have to make sure to resolve at least one Fangor Marauder. We'll lead on Star. I probably won't Refractor until I'm ready. Or he spends a counter spell. I will respect Spell Pierce. Sure. I'm going to deploy the Refractor. Spare Supplies is slightly better, but... make him have it. Nice. Then I'll just draw off Ornament. Whoa, he's on Sprite? Okay, you got me, I guess. It's pretty spooky, because we are limited on the amount of combo pieces I run. I have no answers to Sprite main deck. Plan go, I've got so much card draw here, so we're chilling. A lot of lands. Don't like that. Oh man, okay. I just drew 4 lands in a row. You don't do anything in the face of Sprite. I think I'd rather wait. If I can fight through his stuff a little bit better. I mean, I'm not under a whole lot of pressure. I'm under some. I was feeling really good until I drew 4 lands in a row. I do have an ornament on the table, which is awesome. Our opponent gets double counter up. Oh my god. I'm gonna deploy the bait. I don't care if this gets countered. Kind of have to jam. That's fine. We're just so flooded. I need to dig. Kind of hoping he wouldn't Sprite aggressively and would be afraid of me having so much mana left over. Salvage is worth it. He has counterspell number 2. Alright. Fair enough. Extremely good draw. Have double counterspell. Very sad. We are really hoping to draw something. I mean, now that he's down 2 counterspells, hopefully our Fangor Marauders are going to resolve. But we're in trouble, to say the least. Counterspell 3. Alright. I think he's got us. A little too slow. These lands are killing me, man. This is ridiculous at this point. Alright. I will play out the erasure. If he counters it, great. If not, whatever. Huge! Okay, okay, okay. I feel like I can play Magic now. Lorian? Mystic. Sure. Yeah, fair enough. He's only got 1 mana up. He's got 2 now. I will play out my artifacts. Does he have another counter here? You have another snuff? Not, I feel great if you do, sure. Boom! Alright. No snuff out. Post board. All this stuff. Probably want this stuff, and then I don't want to fight with this stuff. Probably want these. Cut these 2. Okay. I think crop rotation's extremely dangerous, and then I don't need as many Malevolent Rumbles. Slow down a little bit. Oh yeah, we snap keep. Serious thing you could have done is turn 1 island go, but you didn't do it, so we're good. Bottom. Man, we need this refractor to resolve pretty badly. I've drawn like every single colored spell. If he goes for the ninja or tap slow, I am going to slam this refractor despite not having Tron in hand. It's that important to have on the table. This lets me hold up my mana, make it a little bit more threatening. think I'm just going to lead on analysis. I want a star. Not particularly. Cycle. And then I'm probably just going to discard this grudge. I want to wait. That's fine. I'm going to lead on star. Star. Oh yeah, we're jamming. Okay. Let's find out what you're up to. He has Dispel or Hydro, which I'd be surprised. Then he's tapped out and I can resolve Bonder's Ornament. If he doesn't, we wipe him. Dispel for the 3 of instants in my deck. Okay. I guess you have gotten me. Anyways, we resolve Ornament. And a Flies. Can't believe he kept Dispel in his deck. That's shocking. I'm just going to draw off Ornament here. I do need to find my teaching soon. Not my teachings, my Weather the Storm soon. Starting to become problematic, to say the least. I'm at 10. Can't believe he kept in Dispel. Already down Karst. That's not a bad draw. Start by cracking these. A little dangerous to go down to 4, but I think I'm going to do it. Yeah, I'm going to go off on these dresses. Of course it's another sprite, yeah. Make him have it, though. Jeez. I think I eat the Brainstorm. Then I can block that. And I think I'm going to just Frantic Salvage on his end step and eat a counterspell on purpose. I just need to survive one more turn, because we have yet to hit a Weather the Storm. He top decks a Ninja, he top decks a Ninja. Not even that good, but I bet you he's going to counter it anyways. Oh, he doesn't. Fair enough. Alright, let's lead on pylons to get a surveil. Not weather the storm. I'm gonna get this countered. Wow. He is all in on countering my card draw, huh? Shit might work. I guess we go red. It's already have green mana. Okay, we're good. I don't know what he's holding on to these steel sabotages for if he's not going to counter any of these, but I'll take this all day long. Sure. Maybe he thinks I don't have Weather the Storm and I'm just on Fangren. I don't know. Feels like it should be fairly easy to win from here. Do have to be mildly careful. Not get everything countered, but with me having more duress, one more duress, and then the 4 more Conjurer's Baubles, I feel pretty good. Yeah, that's fine. I guess it bounces as well. Ooh, fantastic draw. Let's lead on Star. Blue. Just gonna draw with our Nalisai first and stuff and play it a little bit slower. Just chatting with our opponent here. I think he's about to concede. All right, we're 4-0. Our opponent was discussing on the matchup basically, so I don't know if it's very readable on the stream, so I'll just summarize. What they had discussed was that they didn't play around weather, they forgot, which makes sense with how that big turn played out. And they're unsure of how to approach the matchup because I've just got such a big mana advantage, so their counters feel very stretched. I had told them just aggressively counter my card draw and hope I fizzle. I think that's the best plan for the blue decks. It typically works very well. Anytime they sit there and hold the counters for a big turn, it never feels like it works out for them. Especially because I've got ornament on table and stuff, and if I just weathered, I can win the game with Monders. I wish I had a third weather for that matchup. I think it would make it a lot safer. I think my current list is worse against the blue decks than my older list, but overall it's still fine. I don't know. Maybe I cut 2 Rumble and keep in 2 Fangren. It eats a counterspell, but I gotta fight through them anyways, and I can potentially duress one through. Rumble doesn't feel that great when I'm trying to make sure I have all my win cons. Maybe that's how I board against them in the future. But I had told them, make sure you counter Spare Supplies, if anything, because Spare Supplies is +2 cards, same as Bonder's Ornament. I mean, I'm always gonna jam Spare Supplies into open mana. It doesn't matter if they counter it. It kind of sucks, but it's not so valuable like Ornament that represents 3+ cards. It's only 2 cards. So if you are in a commanding board position, I think you should just aggressively counter whatever I play. If it says draw a card, counter it. Candy Trail countered. Chromatic Star countered. Spare Supplies countered. That's your best bet, because like I fizzle like that. I can draw a bunch of lands, like I did that game, and just lose. All right, let's see if we can't get the trophy. Yeah, we keep this. It's turn 3 Tron, guaranteed. Well, not guaranteed if our opponent has a counter, but I face surprisingly little lightning bolts this league. Something tells me I've got my dues. Rumble Rumble with Fangren already in hand. I just want artifacts. Because I'm almost definitely going turn 4 Fangren and trying to gain life. So any artifacts I draw. See, told you my deal was up. Ooh. On the play is pretty huge here. I think next turn I'm going to go Ornament, draw a card. That's it. And then next turn I can go untap Fangren, gain 8 life. Our opponent's got a pretty slow start. They might have a Gutter Snipe next turn, which would suck, but... does that change the math? Yes. I would rather do this than draw a card off Ornament. Considering top here. It represents 6 life plus 1 card. No, that one goes on the bottom. I do want the extra tower though, I think. Maybe it's wrong. Flame Breather's more than okay. Alright, let's gain a lot of life. Excellent. They'll kind of have to bring in Grudge. I don't know about these analysis. Extra card draw is really nice. Being able to go through my deck. It's either that or Ornament. I think I've got enough colors. I do think I want Breath Weapon. I know it doesn't kill Flame Breather, but it kills Gutter Snipe and it kills a lot of other stuff. Probably worth it. And then it's between Ornament versus Analysis, and I think I'm just gonna keep Ornament. Especially on the draw. I just want to have my colors. It's a really risky hand. I think I still keep it. I already got the Marauder. I typically like Tron Land plus Candy Trail and a way to find the third Tron Land. Any other matchup and I snap keep this, and burn it's still a little riskier because they do have some artifact hate for your expedition map, which can really suck. But they don't run a whole lot. They don't always bring it in either. Backstep stop. I like having just a stop on the end step, because that way I don't have to worry about upkeep. There's nothing I'm doing on their turn really. Discards Fire Blast, Snacker turn 1, sure. Oh yeah. That's not quite what I needed, but I'm keeping it. I think what I'm gonna do is draw a card off Candy Trail. The next turn we can go like Fair Supplies and or Conjurer's Bauble. Robbery's fine. There we go. Okay. Maybe it was stupid doing that and I got kind of lucky. I got bailed out by the mine. Might have been the migraine talking. I saw Tron Land, I'm going to be honest. I thought it was a different one. I realized a little late and tried to rationalize it. Gutter Snipe is pretty nutty here. All right, he's got the good draw. I think I just set up a big storm here, and then next turn we Fangren. I don't think I rumble here. I'll just gain 18, and then next turn we can Fangren and crack everything else. Opponent mulled to 5, so I feel pretty comfortable. I mean, I've had games where they kill me on turn 4 with a Gutter Snipe on 3, but our opponent missed their land drop. And they mulled, so we're kind of chilling. I don't think Madness Red kills on turn 4 all that frequently, especially after you gain 3 with Candy Trail. They do have a lot more reach after turn 4, but the fast kills just don't feel that likely with them. They're designed to beat 1 or 2 weathers. Alright, this should be the game here. I think I'm gonna grab Conduit Pylons. But weather the storm back in our deck. Excellent. I know the Grudge looks awkward, but I kind of have to keep it in my deck. Because if they bring in relics, there's a very high chance I just can't win if I don't have Grudge. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Either way, I'm kind of forced to keep it. And he's got a kill for the Marauder, which means he's got more going on. Here we go. Lava Dart and then sack the Lava Dart. Sure. Could have done it pre-combat. Could have gotten 2 more damage in. So let's lead with Rumble. Try and find another Fangren. Did not. Why I'm on 4 Fangrens and less Weather the Storms. Let's go Ornament. Draw a card off it right away. I'm just gonna Rumble. Continue to whiff. That sucks. Fangren in 30 cards is a little rough. Better snipe too. We might lose at this rate. Our opponent keeps drawing their good cards. Better snipe's pretty easily the best card in the matchup for him. And I have to hit something here. Ooh, okay. Safe. Fangren. He Fire Blasts. Lava Darts it. Might. There it is. Alright, we're still in a lot of trouble. Put a Fangren back in my deck, and then I will shuffle. Yeah, I think it's fine to put both on top. Or draw with Ornament, and then Refractor. Bobble. Put another Fangren, and if he's on Relic at this point, I'm very vulnerable, but at the same time, I kind of gotta go. Got 3 Fangrens running around in this deck right now. He's got 1 land, so even if he draws Relic, it doesn't exile, and I can Ancient Grudge it. Out of Lava Darts, so I can't die this next turn. I like my odds. Get to see a lot of cards. Because I get 1, 2, draw step 3. We're drawn to a 4 of Breath Weapon, no, a 5 of Breath Weapon, Weather the Storm, or the 3 Fangrins. 22 cards left in my deck for 5 of. I like my odds. I have 3 on the table, but my deck also just draws a lot of cards, so there's pretty good chances I see it. That doesn't get it for me. I think I'm going to start with the ornament draw. I would rather have you if I draw Fangren. If I hit nothing here, I might still lose, which is the scariest part. Flies is a redraw. Flies is a redraw. Got there. A little late, but not so late I can't do anything. I think I'm gonna just go ornament and then crack the candy trail. There's nothing you can have here that'll kill me. Still have 1, 2, 3. There's one more power plant left in my deck. I will upkeep, crop rotate my mine. Land off the top. Oh yeah, we just got gas left. Okay. Game feels pretty over now that I untapped here. Nice. I might concede here. 5-0? Alright. Solid stuff. First 5-0 for the season. I don't play that many leagues. I mean, every league I play has been on video, so. Alright. I'm extremely happy with the changes. They went pretty well. I think I'm going to keep this list for a little bit. I might play Legacy later today. I'm probably going to go lay down, take a nap. It's 2 o'clock. Challenge is at 5. My headache's better. I'll play the challenge and record it. I probably won't upload it for a few days because I think YouTube hates when you upload regular videos like that. I just uploaded one today, which is yesterday's challenge. I'll probably upload this video tomorrow and then upload the Legacy challenge on like maybe Sunday or something. Try and keep it at a day per. Alright, thanks for watching. Deck went great. No complaints. 5-0. Had some close games. Made some small misplays, but no major ones. Big fan. Thanks for watching.